At some point, you became aware that Relly had gone to the police. My question was, when did you learn that he had gone to the police?
To be honest, like I said, it had to be 2022. I'm not too sure.
So you're saying you did not know that Relly had gone to the police until sometime in 2022?
Yes.
Now, you knew for sure by April 2022 because it was being published on different websites that Relly was a snitch and a rat, correct?
No.
Oh, you didn't know about that? What number? 22? Who's that on the left side of the screen?
A$AP Rocky.
Who's on the right side?
Barber.
Barry's another brother of yours, right?
Yes.
This is dated April 20th, 2022. You know what No Jumper is, correct?
I'm aware of what the platform is, but I'm not a supporter of No Jumper.
So I want to ask you something. When's the first time that you saw this post that says, at A$AP, Barry says that A$AP Relly snitched on A$AP Rocky, causing his arrest earlier this morning? When's the first time that you ended up hearing that, seeing that?
Well, this is my first time seeing this post. So
You've never seen that post before today?
I have my own business. I'm not a part of No Jumper.
So I'm not asking you a part of the Jumper.
I'm not a part of No Jumper.
When did you first learn that Relly was being labeled a snitch and a rat by other A$AP members and by the rap community?
But I checked with other A$AP members and the rap community. One person here. I checked the characterization mistakes the evidence.
That's
On the record.
now that's a speaking objection.
It's
again.
not a speaking
Just
objection.
respond without giving-
Right. Ms. Stacy,
Objection, Stacy.
read it back.
It's a question, so I'm not misstating my asking.
When did you first learn that Relly was being labeled a snitch and a rat by other A$AP members and by the rap community?
Also,
It's
young
not misstating anything. The overall,
Can you rephrase it?
can you be right back, please?
When did you first learn that Relly was being labeled a snitch and a rat by other A$AP members and by the rap community?
So I never learned from other A$AP members that he was being called a rat. I'm not a follower of No Jumper, you know, and Relly is not a musician, so other musicians aren't talking about Relly.
So you're telling me
There you go.
that these other A$AP members who you refer to as you are all brothers.
The
correct?
A$APs.
Yes.
A$AP Bari is a brother, correct?
And to be honest,
Yes or no?
I haven't seen Barbie. I haven't seen him.
I have a question. When I'm asking you a question, instead of looking at me, you look over at the jury. Is
Yeah,
there a
okay.
reason why you're not looking at me when I'm asking you questions and why you're looking directly at the jury?
I'm looking at everybody. I'm giving eye contact with everybody. You know,
Has anybody told you that when you answer questions, you want to turn and look at the jury? You've been directed to do that?
no, but I have answered
Motion's
questions.
right, everything else is non-responsive.
everything after no is
So, this is my question. A$AP Bari, you referred to him as a brother. I'm not done with my question. You previously referred to him as a brother. Now you are saying, not only did you not hear anything about these rat allegations involving Relly from Bari, but you never heard about it from any other A$AP. Is that correct?
No,
Is that correct?
no.
It is not correct.
I haven't heard it from anybody else in A$AP. And this is my first time seeing this. Like I said, I do not follow No Jumper.
Move on.
What happened to the gun that was used in this incident? Do you know?
I don't know what happened to the prop, sir.
Have you ever asked Rocky what happened to the gun?
No.
If that prop gun were here and it was believed that that's what was used, you would agree that would be very helpful evidence.
Objection,
Goes to his bias.
Objection. Relevant also calls for speculation.
Staying on speculation grounds.
Would you agree that since the defendant is charged with firing a real firearm, that if you knew where the actual prop gun was, that would be likely helpful to the defendant?
On the same question, same objection.
Same ruling.
Where's prop gun?
I don't know.
Have you ever asked?
No.
He already asked and answered.
So it's your testimony that this incident happens, and the last time you saw the prop gun was when the defendant fired it and put it back in his waistband?
Can you rephrase the last part?
So, the last time you saw the prop gun was after the defendant fired it at that scene, and you guys left. It was in his waistband, correct?
Yes.
Isn't it true, sir, that after that incident, you, or the defendant with your knowledge, you guys got rid of that gun?
No.
Not true?
That's not true. I have no idea. Because
Look.
when I left, I went back to my hotel.
Let me ask you, I want you to assume for a moment that instead of being a prop gun, that it was a real 9mm handgun. I want you to assume that. Are you following me?
You want me to
What's
answer?
this? Assume
No, I
that.
want to make sure you're following me. I'm having you assume it was.
I want you to assume that ASAP Rocky had just killed 20 people the week before. Just assume. I want you to assume that ASAP Rocky, you know, he pulled his car out of the driveway and he just ran through a crowd in the middle of the street.
These niggas lacking.
What are these questions, man?
A real gun.
I can't make any assumptions.
No, you can, because this is called hypothetical. I can have the judge explain to you. I want you to assume, for my question, that it was not a prop gun, that it was a real 9mm firearm.
Seems like a mischaracterization.
Pretend it was a real gun.
Facts not in evidence, something.
If it was a real gun, would you agree that the defendant
Say
had
no.
a motive to get rid of it?
Objection.
No.
Also speculation.
Sustain. Sustain.
It's a
Would
dumb
you
question.
agree, sir, that being like a brother to the defendant, that you yourself would have a motive to get rid of that gun?
No.
So you're telling me that if it was a real firearm that was used in this incident, that you in no way can see where you would have a motive to get rid of the gun?
No.
Okay. As far as you know, where's that gun today?
Sir, I have no idea where's the prop.
So, the defendant is like your brother, and you speak to him all the time, either directly, in person, by text, etc. Is that right?
I speak to him in person when I see him. He's very busy, so it's not that often.
Well, have you ever asked him what happened to the gun?
No.
Does that seem like a question that might be important?
No.
All right. Let me continue. Do you still speak to Ills?
Yes.
And you would agree, you're aware that the defendant still speaks to Ills, right?
I believe so. I'm not too sure.
Well, when you're not too sure, you're saying you have not had a conversation with the defendant where the two of you talk about Ills?
We don't talk about Ills, but we have been in family events, and Ills has been there.
So it's your understanding that the defendant continues to have a relationship with Ills, correct?
Yes, we all friends, yes.
And you still continue to have a relationship with Ills, correct?
That's my friend, yes it is.
Where's Ills today?
Sir, I'm here. I'm not too sure.
Let me ask the question again. Where
He said he's not
does
sure.
Ills reside? Where is he today?
Objection lacks personal knowledge. What is it?
I'm asking him, Your Honor, I can't lax person. I'm asking him if he knows. There's a last
The question was, does he know?
Yeah.
I thought you asked him, where is he?
And do you know where Ills is?
No, sir.
Where is the last time you knew Ills to be?
Yeah,
In
what
New
a
York City.
clown.
In New York City. When was this?
Good.
Sir, maybe November
November of 2024.
224, yes.
And you are aware that Ills is aware that the defendant's been charged in this case, correct?
Objection. Also speculation.
Sustain. Sustain.
Have you ever had a conversation with Ills by text, in person, etc., regarding the defendant's case?
No.
Has Ills ever said to you at any point in time that he is aware that his close friend ASAP Rocky is in charge in this case?
I never had this conversation with Ills, I'm sorry.
So you've never had, since this incident happened on November 6, 2021, you've never had another conversation with Ills about what happened?
We spoke the week of, and it was just the fact that, it was sad that one of our brothers had a fight with another one of our brothers. So that was it.
And you've never spoken to Ills about what happened since that point in time?
No.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
Who's Wally Sajini?
Excuse me?
He's asking about
Wally
Wally now.
Sajini. Who is he?
Well, I believe he works as I guess a liaison for different, I guess like tech companies. I'm not too sure.
He's also known as ASAP Wally, right?
No, he's not.
Isn't he a part of the collective?
He is not a part of
Oh
ASAP.
my God.
Is he a part of
ASAP Wally.
AWG?
I'm not too sure. I feel like he could just be an independent contractor. I'm not sure of his business.
Are you a part of AWG?
I am a part of ASAP.
Are you a part of AWG?
No, I'm ASAP.
What's AWG?
I don't know.
You've never heard of AWG.
I've heard of it, but I'm not too sure like what it is exactly. Like a creative agency.
What do you know it to be?
I know the person that's involved with it is a creative person, and just to me, it's a creative agency.
Is the defendant involved with AWG?
I believe so.
Well, when you say you believe so, how do you know? What are you basing that on?
Just from his creative curations.
Just based on, sorry?
Creative curations. So
What
it's
is
a
that?
creative agency.
Would you agree, let me back this up. Are you aware that Mr. Sajini is someone that regularly speaks or texts, has contact with the defendant?
I'm not too sure what he does.
So you don't know.
ASAP Wally.
How often do you have contact with Mr. Sajini?
Maybe once every 3 months.
And when's the last time you had contact with him?
Last year he was trying to help me get
Sounds like
like
they work together.
something with sneakers. I'm heavy into sneakers. He was trying to get me like a marketing situation.
You said you watched some of the testimony in this case, previously testified that, do you recall?
Only like what I've seen on clips on the internet.
Well, so I assume you've seen clips on the internet of Wally Sajini's testimony, correct?
I only seen his thumbnail.
His thumbnail.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Just a photo of him with his leg crossed, just looking at you.
So you didn't don't know any of his testimony at all?
No.
I want you to assume for a moment that Mr. Sajini testified that he was mediating the dispute between Morelli and the defendant. I want you to assume that he testified that. Did he ever reach out to you, Wally, to talk to you about what happened so he could effectively mediate the situation?
No.
Have you ever spoken to Mr. Sajini about what happened on November 6th?
No.
Were you aware that he was, quote, mediating the situation with Relly?
I was not aware.
It's hearsay.
You would agree that Mr. Sajini is much closer to the defendant than he is
Calls
to
for
Relly,
speculation?
correct?
I don't know. Something.
Well-
Help me out, lawyers.
Possibly.
When you say possibly, you mean yes, correct?
I haven't seen Wally in years, sir, so I'm not too sure like what you're trying to explain to me. I haven't seen Wally.
Have you ever spoken to Mr. Sajini about Relly's lawsuit or about the criminal charges in this case?
No.
I want to talk about social media for a second.
Oh, God.
You're on the left board now? Because it's unusual. I will finish under my 2 hours. I know the court had the over, but I just wanted to.
Congratulations, John.
Oh,
Wow. Let's
I
give
want
him
to talk
a
about social
applause.
media.